Hello and welcome to another Official Watches YouTube video. Today in Jardin du Mayfair, heaven on earth for the watch enthusiast, I have an extremely incredible Audemars Piguet to show you. It's none other than the Royal Oak 15409001220.OR.1. Thank you, AP, for those model numbers. I like to call it the Sanskrit dial. Much easier, and let's have a look at this beautiful watch. So, I just want to say a very quick one. Thank you so much for everyone who's supporting the channel. It is growing, but please do hit subscribe, as up to 70% of you aren't subscribed. So please do hit subscribe, and I'll keep these videos coming fresh and hot every week. So we're no stranger to a crazy rare AP here at Jardin du Mayfair, and this is both an exceptionally attractive and very rare watch indeed. In fact, I'm going to come out and say it, I think it's one of my top 5 APs of all time. Let's see if you guys agree. This is the AP Royal Oak Sanskrit dial, which was released as a special edition and limited to only 30 pieces. It's a standard 41mm model, but the dial is most certainly the star of the show. It would do an almighty disservice to describe this dial as green tapisserie, which of course it is, but it's an absolutely gorgeous emerald shade which has an almost peacock, sort of teal shimmer in changing lights. It is without exception the nicest green dial I have ever seen, and given the popularity of the colour of choice, the fact that pretty much all of the big brands have released green dials in recent years, being the best out there, in my opinion of course, is not an easy feat. It is not a shade that I have seen on any other AP either, so I believe it's particular to this special edition alone. The base colour of the dial isn't even the party piece here. The watch's mystical Sanskrit hour markers, which appear in orange for maximum contrast, along with a similarly toned seconds hand to tie things together with a twist. Sanskrit is the oldest language in the world and considered to be the mother of all languages. Such is its significant historical and cultural importance, it was said to be used as a means of communication between the Hindu gods. Sanskrit is considered a sister language to other Indo-European languages and has influenced the development of many of them, including Latin and Greek. It predates Christianity by thousands of years and is said to be the perfect language. So, in short, this piece is a perfect homage to linguistic perfection. Now, I'm aware that the above is a little bit on the artisan and fartisan side of watch description, so I'll soften the blow here by noting that the fact that Sanskrit markers make for a smile-inducing set of ancient super noodles by which to note the passing of time. Okay, so time for a bit of honesty. I first got this watch in hand about a week ago, so I've had some time to spend with it. And the more time I've spent with it, the more I've considered remortgaging my house. Because I cannot remember the last time a watch has captivated me the way this has. Now, I admit, I'm one of those people that thinks if you buy a Lamborghini, you may as well buy it in yellow or orange, because what's the point in spending all that money and not getting something wacky? And I'm the same with watches, because this thing is incredible and the colour scheme is blowing my mind every day that I spend with it. The rest of the watch, it's full 18 karat pink gold and the warm tone of the metal complements the dial to a T. The case is the same 41mm Royal Oak that we all know and love, with brutalist integrated design. The octagonal diver's helmet themed bezel with exposed bolts offers a flawless blend of brushed and polished surfaces. The bevels on the edges are precisely executed and contrasted well with the industrial-looking visible rubber gasket which seals the bezel and crystal to the case. And it also contributes towards the 50-metre water resistance of this piece. It is pure Genta DNA. The integration of the bracelet with the case is seamless and meticulously finished as per usual, with brushed links and polished chamfers. But it isn't the finishing that comes as a surprise on the Royal Oak. It's the absolutely effortless drape of the bracelet around the wrist that makes these watches such a joy to wear. No protrusions, no hair pulling, absolute 100% comfort. This is a wonderfully niche AP and has all the hallmarks of an only watch for me. Let me know in the comments if you could see this as your only watch. The Royal Oak is design royalty. It has barely changed since its inception in 1972. And the 41mm size is spot on for my taste because it wears a little larger than the specs would suggest due to the slim case and integrated bracelet. As you know, I prefer the larger pieces and this one sits so well. Now, I have already said this, but I'm going to say it again. The dial is hands down my favourite that AP has produced so far. Its colour is mesmerising and the Sanskrit numerals add just the right amount of different for it to be a piece that you're unlikely ever to meet again on your travels. Huge box tick again for me. The watch is wonderfully warm both when wearing and viewing thanks to the rose gold, which heats to wrist temperature far faster than steel. And it has to be felt to be believed. It just feels fantastic. Okay, so let's get to the meat and potatoes. I'm sure you're interested in the price of this piece. I certainly was. It's limited to 30 pieces. It's £188,000. Now, of course, that's a pretty penny, but just look at it. Guys, I want to say a huge thank you to everyone who's joining me on this journey. It means the world to me. Let me know what you think of the AP Sanskrit dial. Am I crazy? Is this the one? You let me know in the comments. That's the best part for me. Thank you so much for joining me here at Jardin du Mayfair.